Hi, beautiful souls. It's me, Carolyn Lanier Roberts, and I am here offering grounding in peace and clarity in these times now, which are the times of undoing. As the chaos is present now, it's present because what has been done must be undone, and before the clarity and peace and order comes the chaos to see what must be done. The times we're in are very intense, and they are the times of the choosing. Do you choose to be here, aligned in your heart, walking in your truth of what you know is true for your being? Or do you choose to continue to live in the illusion that you have ever been separate from God? And any of those illusions and those belief systems that perpetuate this myth that disempowers you from your true source of power, which is and always has been God, Creator, Source, Universe, whichever you choose to call it. This is the time of the choosing. This is the time of the work. This is the time when you do that inner work. And all the excuses that you've come up with, every single one, from any experience in this lifetime or any other, are now addressed, because they do not carry forward into the next. They end here, they end now, and you choose, as you are contracted with your soul, if this is accurate for you and resonates with you, you do your inner work because you clear it, not only for you, but for your lineage, going back, going forward. All the inner work that you do this lifetime, all that painful, gut-wrenching stuff that you dig up, all those days that you wake up and you're lost and you're an automatic pilot and you don't know what to do, but you do what's in front of you, and you feel and you express it through your body, through your being, to move it through, to let it go. All that work that you do now clears you and clears your lifetimes, your lineage that comes forward from you. It doesn't carry forward. Those family patterns that have been part of our society for eons, because the suppression of our light for many different reasons. The strongest one, I would say, is the myth of the separation from God, and all of the practices that have been put in place over eons of time that have said that you have to do and be and have this to be closer to God. All BS. All of it. You can be close to God, you're with God in every moment that you choose, that you allow, and that you listen, and that you surrender to the grace that you are, which comes through the only place in which this is found, within you, your heart, in its merged conversation with your sacred mind, your sacred heart and your sacred mind in conversation. Not just this, not just validation from this, from here, merged with this, in the full conversation of you going forward from here. You're not seeking validation for things, because this is your mind coming in there seeking its grounding. You accept what is, you allow what is present in your reality, aligned in your heart, aligned in that full conversation moving forward. And it's not easy. None of us here are going to have it easy. No. This is difficult. These are painful times. But what makes this possible to move you through is that you walk in your truth. You walk in your integrity, which is the law of your heart, the law of the heart, in all that you do. And you do your very best to not deviate from your own integrity, no matter what the situation is, because that is what aligns you with the truth of what is real, because there is illusion all around. And that is the way it would be now, because all of those illusions that we've lived under for eons of time are now coming forward to be seen. To be seen. They must be seen to be recognized, to be known. Because once something is known, it cannot be unknown. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Once you see the lies that we've lived under, they come up, they are seen, they are real. They are real, and then you address them, but you don't continue to live in them. You see the lies, You address the lies. And for my path, I would say you address those lies with compassion. Compassion for your choice to attach to that lie, to that illusion, and frankly, compassion for the other that's perpetuating that lie, because that means they're in that lie themselves. Nothing else but compassion, which is love in action, is what carries forward what happens from here on out. And truth, universal truth, is completely aligned in love. It's not a black and white choice. It's not a choice of sides. Love transcends all things. It doesn't make you choose. You are free to choose, but what is aligned in love is a given. Because what is not of love is also a given. I do my best to speak clearly, but these things come through me and they come in analogies. And for those that are called to me, frankly, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. And for those that don't, at some point, maybe they will. And if they don't, I honor that as well. Whatever serves you, whatever serves your magnificent heart is all that matters to me. The rest of it is not my business. That's between you and God. As you align in your heart, as you walk in that place of trusting yourself, of having faith in God, and walking in your integrity, no matter what is happening in your world, in your life, in your experience, you will find peace. Because that's the place where you accept and you surrender and you understand that you can do no more, that you present it, that you hold that space, and that you walk through and you align and you align and you align in peace as much as you can. And when you are in turmoil and when you are in misery, you understand that it's a journey that you're moving through, and that's not a permanent space. You find kindness and you remember compassion for self in those spaces of the misery, in those spaces of the judgment of self. Because that's the only way through. And you begin to see that you begin to expand and you move forward more and more. Despite the external anchorings all shifting, all changing, nothing being like what you thought it would be. Nothing at all. Because what is real is now what's coming forward. But the realness is what connects you with your heart, what aligns you in that space. What is home to you? And you can talk about the physical space. You can talk about the emotional space. You can talk about the way things appear, the way things feel. All of these bring things home. Who do you surround yourself with? Are they home? How do you treat yourself? With loving compassion. Brings you home. All of these are steps towards your grace, remembering your truth. And that's how you find your way in this chaos, is that you connect with you, within yourself, into your inner truth of what you are, not the external stuff. That's how you can feed that. That's how you can shift that. But as you've heard before many, many, many times, it starts within. Because there always is an internal conversation. And now is the time that you turn to it. And many are already in it. Keep being in it and let it deepen. Because as you shift internally, you shift your external world. They work in tandem. Your job is to hold that faith and to be that light, the being of. Because this is what you are. This is the time of the undoing. This is the time of the chaos. It was always going to be. It does not last forever. This is the peak. The peace comes when you go within and you bring that within without, and you give it to your world. Because our world needs it. Needs it. You are an eternal being. You are a child of God. You are an aspect of Creator. What does that mean to you? You find and you create your peace. And then as you are aligned in that space, you give it to others. That's how it's done. That's how it's always done. And this is the time when we gather together and we support each other in this space. I pray any part of this serves you, serves your magnificent heart. I am here in full service to the conversation of the heart, as I am given within, which is the conversation between the sacred mind, the sacred heart, in the body vehicles that we reside in. And these, for me, are the voice of the soul. And I am here to connect you and empower you as much as you choose and allow to the divine source of all power, which is God, Creator, expressed in love at its strongest space. Power, aligning our will with God's will, or merging our will with God's will, whichever you choose. May this serve you and your magnificent heart, sending blessings and profound beauty.